Justine recalls her traumatic past. The nightmares always return, always the same. I lie paralysed, naked and cold. The sounds of many voices, distant at first, then growing closer. I want to run and hide, but cannot. My feet are firmly rooted to the spot. An invisible adhesive holds me in place. I want to run and conceal myself in a safe shelter, away from the horrors of this recurring nightmare. I want to erase the world around me, make it disappear for good, never to return. Yet I know that is not an option. My father was my idol. From an early age he shaped me as a person and my outlook on the world around me. The way that he looked at my mother with love and respect made me want to receive the same. All I ever wanted was to be loved and valued. Wanted his praise and adulation and to be his princess. I was that and more. In time I became his favourite, quickly replacing my mother for his affections. Was it wrong that I should do that? Needed it, in fact, to turn my father against her. It was my first and only reference to the male world. Taught me what a man should be like, how they should act, and how to treat the females in their lives. He was kind and a good person, and is exactly what I would want for a man in the future. There was another side to him, though. He could be aggressive and authoritarian, but that was for my own good. I deserved his chastisement. Well, that is what I thought, but now the dreams return. The tenderness of my father as we laid in bed, gently stroking my hair and shoulders, touching me in that private place that only he may go. Those strong, hard fingers entering me, violating my youth and innocence. The pain of his penetration magnifying the dream as if it was happening all over again. The sight of my mother being taken by another, roughly and willingly. As sensual and alluring as my father bestowed that same gift on me, I took it willingly and with pleasure. Now with those same hands and others clawed at my naked flesh, not gentle, but hard and without feeling. My body an instrument of pure pleasure for others to enjoy. I send my mind into that place I have created, a forest of peaceful tranquility where unicorns play in the glades. The horrors of the waking world banished, if only for a short time, while the nightmare continues. The touch on my arm is like a knife being drawn across my skin. The shock and abhorrence of my past explode in one terrifying moment. I scream. Eyes open wide, I watch as the man leans over me. His face is kind and gentle. Eyes so caring they could never lie. Then those eyes transformed to dark, malevolent orbs, red rivulets cracking their surface, and the stench of fetid breath tinged with alcohol and tobacco smoke. The scream breaks out once more, until the piercing of my flesh and a soothing sensation send me away into peaceful rest. I flutter open my eyes. It is a strain. The effects of the drug are not entirely free of my system. I try to focus on the room, but it feels diminished. The last thing I remember was the stinging in my arm and the two nurses looming over me. The man with the kind eyes holding me down while the female had administered the sedative. Before I drifted away into a drug-induced sleep, I stared deep into those eyes, and what I saw made me feel warm inside. A warmth I have not felt for so long. I have watched him since my admission, There seems to be some invisible connection between us. I can't explain it, but I know it's there. There is compassion about him which lends itself to immediate trust. The way that he interacts with other people cannot hide his caring nature. He is genuine. I feel that so deeply. I want to open up to him, and in time perhaps I will. I have not spoken to anyone but the doctor and countless psychiatrists before my time here. The horrors of my past too gut-wrenching to convey to a stranger. That is until now. Life on the unit has become routine, a little forced, like my forced imprisonment by my father. Although, this time I am free from the horrors of my insidious desires. Why did I not see him for what he really was? Is love so blind that it makes and masks evil in an invisible shroud, preventing the affected from seeing what is right in front of their nose?